Welcome to another story made by Oracle 1. The Beach of Desire. It was the kind of summer where the sun drenched the sky in endless blue, the waves whispered secrets to the shore, and every moment promised a story waiting to unfold. Maren had always been drawn to the coast, the salty air acting as a balm to her restless soul. This year, she found herself renting a small cottage on the edge of Seabreeze Bay, a quaint little town etched against the rugged cliffs and golden sands. Her plan was simple: escape the noise of the city, lose herself in long walks along the beach, and maybe, just maybe, forget the turmoil of her past. What she never expected was the way a summer fling, born from the rhythm of tides and the heartbeat of the shore, would grow into an enigma far deeper than either could imagine. On the first day she arrived, the air was thick with the promise of adventure. The cottage was cozy, painted an inviting shade of seafoam green, with windows that framed the ocean like a living painting. After unpacking, Maren slipped into her bathing suit and headed down to the beach, the sand warm beneath her feet, the sea breeze tangling her hair. The beach was quiet, save for a few scattered vacationers and the distant calls of seagulls. She let the waves lap over her toes, closing her eyes as the sun dashed little gold flecks across her skin. As she wandered along the shoreline, Maren noticed a figure sitting near a cluster of jagged rocks, sketching something intently. Curious, she moved closer. The man looked up, catching her gaze with striking blue eyes that mirrored the ocean itself. He smiled, a hint of mischief in his expression. "Beautiful day, isn't it?" "Absolutely," Maren replied, a blush creeping up her cheeks that she blamed on the sun. "I'm Maren." "Logan," he said, extending a hand. Their fingers brushed, sending a flicker of warmth through her. In that moment, the coast seemed to shrink until the two of them were the only people under the vast sky. Logan was an artist, he explained, spending summers in Seabreeze Bay to capture its wild beauty. His sketches were raw and alive, every line imbued with passion. She found herself fascinated not just by his art but by his easy confidence, the way he seemed perfectly in tune with the world around him. Days turned into evenings sunlit with laughter and long conversations by bonfires. They shared stolen kisses beneath a canopy of stars, their connection growing deeper with each shared secret. The boundary between summer fling and something more began to blur, like the horizon where sea met sky. One afternoon, while exploring a tide pool near the cliffs, Maren spotted something half buried in the sand. Kneeling, she brushed away grains to reveal an old, weathered leather-bound diary. The edges were ragged, pages swollen from salt and time, but the cover bore an intricate embossery of a seashell intertwined with ivy. Her heart quickened as she flipped it open, curious about the stories it held. Logan leaned close, his eyes mirroring her intrigue. "Finders keepers?" he joked. Maren smiled. "I think whoever lost this treasure might want it back." That night, under the soft glow of the cottage lamp, they pored over the diary's fragile pages. The handwriting was delicate and flowing, telling the tale of a woman named Amelia who had lived in Seabreeze Bay nearly a century ago. Her entries spoke of love, loss, and a secret longing that echoed through time. Supposedly, Amelia's lover had disappeared at sea, leaving her stranded between hope and heartbreak. As the summer days waned, Maren and Logan became obsessed with Amelia's story, tracing clues in the diary to locations along the coast. Each place revealed fragments of the past, from faded photographs tucked away in a forgotten attic to messages etched into weathered driftwood. The past intertwined with the present in ways they hadn't anticipated, drawing them closer together and challenging their understanding of love and fate. One evening, at the cliff's edge where Amelia had last written in her diary, Logan took Maren's hand in his. "I don't want this summer to end," he confessed, his voice barely above the crashing waves. Marin's eyes glistened with unshed tears. Nor do I. As the sun dipped, casting a fiery glow that ignited the horizon, they shared a kiss that tasted of promise and eternity. The diary, once a relic of forgotten pain, became a symbol of a love reborn, bridging generations and reshaping their own stories. Summer slipped into autumn, but the magic of Seabreeze Bay remained. The beach that had once held just the whispers of waves now sheltered the song of two hearts entwined forever, their desire as vast and timeless as the ocean itself. For more stories, like and subscribe.